Have you ever felt really sad or really alone and you just felt like you really needed someone to be there for you, to listen to you, and just, be kind of a support system for you? Well, if you felt those things, you're not alone. Mental health is an increasing issue in the U.S., um, and if you have these feelings, adopting a dog or a pet might be for you. Um, there's a lot of research that's been done that shows that owning a pet can actually really help with your mental health. It can also help with your physical health and lots of other things. We'll get into it. But my name is Summer Skiles, and I'm here to try to convince you to go to your local shelters and adopt a pet. 66% of Americans already own pets, and 65.1 million of those people own dogs, and that's over half the population. So half the population already owns a pet. If you're on the other half, this speech might be for you. I have 2 dogs as of right now. Here is one of them. His name's Diesel, and I personally have owned dogs my entire life. So with that, on top of my 4 to 5 hours of research, I feel like I know pretty well the things that I can definitely confirm to you that are benefits of owning a pet. According to an article that I read by Melissa Cowan, she wrote an article called Attachment and Empathy of Pet Owners. In this article, she says that dog owners actually have higher levels of empathy than other pet owners, and she says that many individuals attribute a stress reduction and companionship to spending time with their animals at home. This is because our pets actually increase our oxytocin levels in our body, and oxytocin is the chemical in our body that reduces stress and makes you think happy thoughts, makes you feel happy. So she says that our dogs and our pets also give us reassurance, and they make us feel really safe. I can 100% agree with that. The dog that I just showed you earlier, Diesel, he actually saved me from a home invasion one time. Someone came in, they were armed, and he got to them before anyone else in the house did. Saved all of us from actually getting hurt and things being a lot worse than they could have been. So, and according to another article that I read, cats, dogs, birds, fish, pet, and other pet mortality, ownership mortality, pets are not only good for our mental health, but our physical health as well. So if you're actively walking your dog and playing with your dog or your pet and going outside with them and doing the things that you should be doing with them, it is going to increase your physical health. A longitudinal study that was done in this article of 13,929 adults in the U.S. Found that dog owners had a slightly lower risk of dying from cancer, cardiovascular events, and they had a lower risk of going on disability. And overall, this study just showed that people with pets are happier, healthier, and seemingly live longer than those people who do not have pets. Another reason I feel like you should look into adopting a pet is because children who grow up in households with pets, they tend to have a better developmental outcome. According to an article that I read by Rebecca Purell, she said that companion animals can reduce stress and anxiety in children, but also act as social facilitators for interpersonal human interactions. This means that they can help with your child's loneliness, social anxiety, self-esteem, depression, etc., etc. She also says that our pets provide us with unconditional love without judgment. And that means that if your child is not feeling these things from you as a parent or their teachers at school or their peers at school, they come home to a dog that's going to love them unconditionally and without judgment. And it's really going to help with their problems with that. Another thing that they help with, since we talk to our pets and our children in the same tone and manner, it's going to help them have better, it's going to put them in a better linguistically stimulating environment. So overall, I feel like there are a lot of reasons that you should adopt a pet. One being mental health, one being physical health, and they're also good for when you have little children running around. There's so many reasons, and these pets really need you. These animals really need you. They do not like being in that shelter. So if any of these things really hit with you, I would look into going to your local shelter and adopting a pet.